Well, it's hard to believe spring is just 1 week away. Good evening. This is CTV News for Tuesday, March 14th. I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us. Well, a blizzard leaves thousands without power, shuts down schools and many businesses, and causes problems for area drivers. A number of traffic incidents have been reported across the state. Karen Campbell has been covering road conditions and has more on what we can expect later tonight and tomorrow.
We're here along Landover Road at Lotsford Road, and you can see traffic moving rather smoothly. But the concern is that all of this snow and sleet that has fallen in our area will turn to ice later tonight and into tomorrow. And that's something emergency officials say will be crucial for drivers. They want people to stay off the roads again later tonight and tomorrow and let those emergency workers do their jobs. The blizzard of 2017 may have crippled parts of the region, but in Prince George's County, it left behind a slushy mess. Jacob Vidard was traveling from Maine.
We saw a lot of people spin off of the road.
But drivers like Rick Trelevin had a job to do, delivering mail while navigating through snowy conditions.
As time went on, they started heating up, the roads did, and it started turning into just wet slush.
Jorge Escobedo and his team have been plowing snow and removing fallen trees from roads.
The road has been kind of a little crazy, slippery, and you know, this condition is changing, you know, in a minute every time. So it's kind of difficult for us just to keep driving in a safety manner.
As I mentioned, ice is another concern when it comes to this storm, and we've been out here for just maybe 10 minutes or so, and you can see this ice starting to fall. That's coming from the tree limbs because this ice is forming to those limbs, and as the wind picks up, it's falling and it's blowing into the roads, causing another distraction for many drivers. So again, late tonight, overnight into tomorrow, these roads are going to become a sheet of ice. That's what emergency crews are telling me, and again, they want all drivers just to stay inside, off the roads, and let crews do their jobs. In Largo, Karen Campbell, CTV News.
Meantime, the wintry mix has many residents braving the conditions to clear their sidewalks and their cars. Here in the Woodview neighborhood, a man was salting the walkway and steps of his home, while around the corner, Michelle Anthony was working to remove the snow and ice from her vehicle.
Well, I would think I prefer the snow a little bit better, only because it's not as hard. Definitely water, I would have to say, is a lot heavier. So with it being ice and water in a combination is actually working my upper body right now, actually. So it's not as easy as it looks.
The temperature is down, it's more freezing, it's hard work. But this everything is cleaning, just be careful for walk the people.
And the storm also impacted local businesses. This is Mitchellville Plaza, where several mom and pop establishments were closed today, presumably due to the weather. Still, many remained closed this morning. A UPS store in the mall opened up later than usual, as did Mitchellville Family Barber Shop a few doors down.
Right, today we did.
Because of the snow?
Because of the snow. I gave everybody a chance to get here, get on time, so, you know, make sure they're all right.
The mail was later than normal. Customers' flow is pretty slow. I guess only people that can make it out are with trucks, four-wheel drive vehicles.
And Moses says he expects few customers throughout the day. Well, icy limbs mean fallen trees all across the county. The Department of Public Works says it was a problem all over Prince George's. This is the 9400 block of Lotsford Road, where crews were cutting up fallen branches. One tree fell across Queen Elizabeth Drive in Upper Marlboro. And while crews were busy all day, the good news, there were no reports of injuries. And the weight of the snow blowing through the area resulted in thousands of Prince George's residents waking up without power. At noon, PEPCO officials said more than 4,400 households were without power, and 2,500 BGE customers were waiting to get their lights back on. But in New Carrollton, the focus was keeping the streets clean.
When we prepare for the snow, we have 6 small 3/4-ton trucks with plows and spreaders on them. We have 4 big dump trucks with plows and spreaders on them. We have 3 backhoes that we use. We have a full salt bin of salt. Since we haven't had any big snow events this year, we had a full salt bin of salt ready to go for this one. New Carrollton, it was mainly an ice event. We didn't get a whole lot of snow. We got a lot of sleet last night. And because all the Bradford pears already had blooms on them, they caught a lot of ice on them, and we've had a lot of tree limbs dropping. So it's really turned into more of a tree limb event than it had really a snow event.
And Wilson says because of the lack of snowfall, they have plenty of sand and salt ready for next time around.